If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do certain everyday things with ease, you might be aging far better than most, and your chances of living to 100 are stronger than you think. Longevity isn't just about good genes or avoiding illness. It's about how your body moves, how your mind stays sharp, and how your energy carries you through the day. Most people assume that getting older means slowing down or giving things up. But that's not the whole story. There are people who remain vibrant, strong, and capable well into their later years. These individuals share certain physical and mental abilities that act as quiet but powerful signs of long-term health. In this video, we're going to walk through 8 of those signs. If you still do some, or all, of these things, it's not just a reason to feel proud. It's a signal that you're thriving, not just surviving. And the best part, many of these things can be improved at any age, starting today. Stick with me until the end, because the final sign might surprise you. It's something most people overlook, but it plays a huge role in how long and how well you live. Climbing stairs may seem like a basic task, but it's actually one of the best all-in-one tests of your body's health. If you read between 65 and 80 and can still go up a flight of stairs without stopping to rest or catch your breath, you're doing remarkably well, better than most people your age. Why is this so important? Because climbing stairs requires strength, balance, coordination, and most importantly, cardiovascular health. It means your heart is pumping strong, your lungs are providing enough oxygen, and your legs still have the power to move you upward. Let's take the example of Max Dalton, age 72. Max always considered himself in decent shape, but over time, he noticed he was starting to take the elevator more often, even for just one flight. One day, while visiting a friend who lived on the 2nd floor, he felt completely winded just from climbing 12 steps. That moment was his wake-up call. He decided to make a change. Not through intense gym sessions, but by choosing stairs instead of elevators whenever he could, walking daily, and doing a few simple leg exercises each morning. Within a month, Max noticed a difference. His legs felt stronger, his breathing improved, and most of all, he no longer dreaded the stairs. Doctors often use stair climbing as a quick way to assess someone's fitness. If you can go up a flight at a steady pace without needing a break, it's a sign that your cardiovascular system is working efficiently, and that means lower risk for heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. If you're unsure about where you stand, try this simple test. Find a staircase with at least 10 steps. Walk up at your normal pace. Don't rush. When you reach the top, take note of how you feel. Are you steady? Breathing normally? Still smiling? If so, that's an excellent sign. But if you feel short of breath, shaky, or like you need to rest halfway, don't panic. Endurance can be rebuilt at any age. Taking daily walks, going up a few steps at a time, and focusing on leg strength can gradually restore your stamina. The key is consistency, not intensity. Being able to climb stairs comfortably isn't just about convenience. It's about maintaining independence. It means you can visit friends, move around your home freely, and stay active without relying on others. If you can still climb a flight of stairs with confidence, take it as a powerful signal your heart is strong, your body is resilient, and your future is looking bright. Strength isn't just about lifting weights at the gym. It's about handling real life with ease. And one of the clearest signs of healthy aging is your ability to carry a full grocery bag without struggling. If you're in your late 60s or 70s, and you can bring in the groceries without stopping to rest, shifting the weight, or calling for help, that's an incredible sign of longevity. Why? Because carrying even a moderately heavy bag activates your arms, shoulders, back, and core. It takes muscle endurance, grip strength, and coordination. And surprisingly, research shows that grip strength, yes, how firmly you can hold things, is one of the strongest predictors of overall health and life expectancy. Let's take the story of Nora James, 75. Nora always considered herself just average in terms of fitness. But one day, while carrying groceries in from the car, she noticed she had to stop midway and shift the bag to her other hand. It wasn't overly heavy, but it felt heavy. she realized she had lost some of the strength she once took for granted. That's when she decided to act. Nora didn't start bench pressing weights or joining a boot camp. She simply added a few small routines to her day, squeezing a stress ball while watching TV, using light hand weights in the kitchen while waiting for the kettle, and occasionally walking around the house holding her shopping bags as a form of functional training. Within weeks, her strength noticeably improved, and so did her confidence. Being able to carry things without strain isn't just about feeling strong. It's about staying independent. When you can manage daily tasks on your own, lifting laundry baskets, bringing in the mail, holding a toddler, or packing for a weekend trip, you preserve your freedom, and that freedom is priceless. If you're curious about where you stand, here's a simple check next time you bring in groceries. Notice how you feel. Are you steady on your feet? Do your arms feel strong? Can you carry the bags from car to kitchen without stopping? If the answer is yes, you're doing wonderfully. If it feels challenging, don't worry. Strength can be rebuilt with simple, consistent actions. Try doing wall push-ups using resistance bands, or lifting water bottles while walking around the house. Even 5-10 minutes a day can make a difference over time. The goal isn't to bulk up. It's to stay capable, confident, and resilient. So the next time you carry a grocery bag with ease, smile. You've just passed one of the most underrated tests of healthy aging. It might seem like a small thing, but being able to stand up from a chair without using your hands is one of the strongest indicators that your body is aging well. If you can do this simple movement with ease, it shows that your legs, core, and balance are all working together in harmony, and that's a big deal. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, but how quickly that happens depends on how we move our bodies every day. The ability to rise from a seated position, using just your legs, means your lower body is still strong enough to support you, and that strength is directly tied to your ability to stay independent as you grow older. Take Lily Morgan, age 78. Lily always enjoyed her morning routine, coffee, reading, and relaxing in her favorite armchair. But one morning, she noticed she had to rock forward and push off the chair with her hands to get up. It felt subtle, but it caught her attention. Is this the beginning of the slowdown? She wondered. Rather than ignore it, Lily decided to take action. She began doing small exercises every day, seated leg lifts, wall sits, and squats using the kitchen counter for support. Nothing intense. Just a few minutes each day. Over time, she noticed she could rise from her chair without any extra help. It wasn't just a physical shift. It gave her back a sense of control. Why does this ability matter so much? Because it connects directly to fall risk. Weak leg muscles mean a higher chance of losing balance. And falls are one of the most common reasons older adults end up in the hospital. If you can still get up from a chair without using your hands, it's a sign your legs are strong, your balance is sharp, and your coordination is still intact. Want to test yourself? Try this. Sit in a sturdy chair with your arms crossed over your chest. Now stand up slowly, using only your legs. If you can do it smoothly and steadily, that's fantastic. If not, don't be discouraged. You can absolutely rebuild the strength to get there. Start small. Focus on control, not speed. Repeat the motion daily. And always remember, strength can return at any age when you stay consistent. So the next time you stand up from a chair without thinking twice, take a moment to appreciate what your body just did. It may seem simple, but it speaks volumes about your resilience, your independence, and your future. Think about this: when was the last time you sat on the floor? And more importantly, could you get back up without needing help? If the answer is yes, that's not just impressive. It's a sign your body is working well in ways that matter deeply. Getting down to the floor and back up again might seem like something only children or yoga instructors do, but it's actually one of the most powerful indicators of long-term health and independence in older adults. Why? Because it combines flexibility, strength, coordination, and joint stability, all in one motion. Meet Ely Turner, 76. Ely loved spending time with his grandkids, especially building puzzles and playing games on the living room floor. But one afternoon, after an hour of play, he realized he wasn't sure how to get up without bracing himself on furniture. That moment hit him hard. He hadn't fallen, but he felt stuck, and that feeling lit a fire in him. Instead of avoiding the floor, Ely leaned into the challenge. He began practicing slow, deliberate movements, kneeling, shifting his weight, using his legs and core instead of pulling on tables or chairs. Day by day, his mobility improved. Within a few weeks, he was getting up smoothly, and more importantly, he felt in control again. Why is this ability so critical? Because losing the confidence to get down and back up often leads people to avoid everyday situations. Playing with grandchildren, gardening, even picking up something dropped. And avoidance leads to stiffness, which leads to further decline. It's a quiet, gradual spiral that too many people don't notice until it's well underway. If you want to test yourself, here's a simple way: try lowering yourself gently to the floor near a sturdy chair or couch for safety. Sit for a moment. Then, see if you can rise back up using only your body, not pulling on furniture or asking someone for help. If you can, that's fantastic. If not, take it as valuable feedback, not failure. Regaining this ability is absolutely possible. Start with gentle stretches, core work like seated twists, and leg-strengthening exercises such as lunges or wall sits. Practice lowering down to a cushion and rising back up slowly. Consistency will bring results. This isn't about performing gymnastic feats. It's about reclaiming everyday movement. When you can get up from the floor, you are telling the world, and yourself, that your body still supports you. That you're strong, agile, and resilient. So the next time you see the floor, don't avoid it. Try it. Because if you can still move there and back with ease, you're already ahead of the curve, and well on your way to a longer, more independent life. One of the simplest yet most telling signs of good health as you age is how you walk. Not just if you can walk, but how fast. If you're between 65 and 80 and can walk at a brisk pace without needing to stop and catch your breath, your body is sending you a very clear message: you're doing well. Walking speed is more than just a pace. It's a window into your cardiovascular health, lung capacity, muscle strength, and overall vitality. In fact, studies have shown that walking speed can be a stronger predictor of lifespan than some medical tests. Take Ivy Adams, 74. Ivy always enjoyed her neighborhood walks, but she started noticing her strolls were getting slower. At first, she blamed it on the weather or her shoes. But one afternoon, while trying to catch up with a friend, she found herself winded after just a few blocks. That's when she realized it wasn't about the shoes. It was about endurance. Instead of avoiding walks, Ivy took it as a challenge. She started timing her steps, tracking short distances, and pushing herself just a little more each day. She focused on posture, deep breathing, and staying consistent. After a few weeks, she noticed she could walk faster longer, and most importantly, without gasping for air. Why does this matter so much? Because when you walk briskly, without fatigue, it means your heart is pumping efficiently, your lungs are supplying oxygen well, and your muscles have the stamina to keep moving. And these systems, heart, lungs, muscles, are the ones that protect you as you age. Brisk walking also supports brain health. Regular walking at a moderate pace improves blood flow to the brain, helping maintain memory and cognitive sharpness. So each step you take is doing more than just working your legs. It's keeping your mind alert too. Want to test where you are? Try this. Walk 10 to 20 feet at your normal pace. Then speed up as if you're trying to catch a bus or make it across the street before the light changes. If you can do this without feeling short of breath, that's a great sign. If not, start small. Walk daily, swing your arms, engage your core, and focus on posture. Improvement will come with practice. Brisk walking doesn't require special equipment or a gym membership. Just your body, your effort, and the commitment to keep moving. It's a habit that not only extends life, but improves the quality of every single day. So next time you go for a walk, pay attention to your pace. If you're still striding forward with strength and energy, You're doing something truly remarkable, and your heart is thanking you for it. Balance is one of those things most people don't think about until it starts to slip away. But if you're between 65 and 80 and can still balance on one foot for 10 seconds or more, you're not just standing steady. You're showing that your brain, body, and nervous system are aging in harmony. Why is this so important? Because balance isn't just about standing still. It's about preventing falls, maintaining mobility, and staying independent. In fact, balance is now recognized as one of the strongest predictors of longevity in older adults. Let's look at Cole Harrison, age 77. Cole was always active. He loved gardening and working on little projects around the house. But one morning, while trying to put on a sock while standing, he wobbled and had to grab the dresser for support. It was a small moment, but it stuck with him. That same day, he tested himself, standing on one foot while brushing his teeth. He couldn't last more than a few seconds. Instead of shrugging it off, Cole decided to improve. He began doing simple exercises, standing heel raises, shifting his weight from one leg to the other, and holding onto the counter while balancing for a few seconds at a time. After 2 weeks, he was noticeably steadier. After a month, he could balance for 15 seconds, and do it without holding onto anything. Why does something so simple carry so much weight? Because balance relies on multiple body systems: your inner ears, vestibular system, vision, muscles, joints, and even your brain's ability to sense where your body is in space, called proprioception. When all these systems work together, you feel stable. But if even one is off, your balance can suffer. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization in older adults. And often, they happen when you're just doing something routine. Losing balance for even a moment can change your life. That's why maintaining balance is not just about stability. It's about protecting your independence. Want to test yourself? Stand near a counter or wall for safety. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and see if you can hold it there for at least 10 seconds. If you can, fantastic. If not, don't worry. Like strength and endurance, balance can absolutely be improved with practice. Try doing side leg lifts, gentle Tai Chi movements, or simply standing on one leg while brushing your teeth each morning. You don't need hours a day. Just small, consistent effort. The ability to balance means you can walk confidently, step off curbs, navigate uneven surfaces, and stay mobile in your daily life. So next time you stand tall on one leg, even for just 10 seconds, celebrate it. Your body is telling you it's still sharp, still capable, and still ready for more. A sharp memory isn't just about recalling names or where you left your keys. It's about how well your brain is functioning overall. If you're in your late 60s or 70s and still remember recent conversations, daily tasks, and personal details with clarity, your cognitive health is in great shape, and that's one of the strongest predictors of a long, independent life. As we age, it's normal to have the occasional tip of the tongue moment. But when your memory consistently supports your daily life, remembering appointments, conversations, and what you had for dinner last night, it's a very good sign that your brain is staying strong. Let's meet Emma Collins, age 79. Emma loved socializing, book clubs, family dinners, and long phone calls with friends. But what she didn't realize was how special it was that she could remember the details of every conversation. While some of her friends struggled to recall who had said what at last week's gathering, Emma could recount it all effortlessly. She didn't consider this a skill until her doctor praised her cognitive sharpness during a routine wellness check. What was Emma's secret? She stayed mentally active, reading every day, learning new card games, and even trying out a beginner's Spanish class online. Most importantly, she stayed socially engaged. These daily choices weren't just fun. They were exercise for her brain. Why does memory matter so much? Because your brain's ability to retain and process information reflects the health of your neurons, blood flow, and overall nervous system. Cognitive sharpness isn't just a nice to have. It's essential for decision-making, emotional well-being, and the ability to live independently. Want to do a quick test? Try recalling 3 things you did yesterday morning, or what you had for dinner 2 nights ago. If the answer comes easily, that's a strong indicator your short-term memory is in great shape. If you're feeling a bit rusty, don't worry. Like muscles, the brain can stay sharp with the right exercise. Activities like puzzles, strategy games, journaling, or even storytelling with grandkids can strengthen memory pathways. And staying socially connected, talking with friends, participating in group activities, or even sharing your thoughts in an online forum, helps prevent cognitive decline. Good memory also helps reduce stress and build confidence. When your mind is sharp, you feel more capable, and you are more capable. So if you're still able to remember recent conversations clearly and follow along with new information, celebrate it. It's more than a sign of mental fitness. It's a signal that your brain is resilient, your lifestyle is supporting it well, and you're on the path to a longer, more engaged life. We often focus on exercise, diet, or brain health when thinking about aging well. But one of the most overlooked signs of longevity is simple: how you feel when you wake up. If you regularly wake up feeling rested, alert, and ready to face the day, your body is doing something right. Sleep is your body's natural reset button. It repairs cells, balances hormones, strengthens the immune system, and even clears waste from your brain. So if you're sleeping deeply and waking up refreshed, it means your body is restoring itself properly. And that's a powerful sign of long-term health. Take Mason Clark, age 73. For most of his life, Mason was an early riser, but after retirement, his sleep started to change. He woke up several times a night, felt groggy in the morning, and often needed a nap just to function. He chalked it up to normal aging, until he noticed he had less energy during the day, and small tasks started to feel like chores. That's when he decided to improve his sleep, not just accept its decline. He set a regular bedtime, turned off screens an hour before bed, and began a short nighttime routine that included stretching and reading. Within weeks, his sleep deepened, and so did his energy. He began waking up feeling like himself again. What many people don't realize is that poor sleep isn't just inconvenient. It's connected to serious health risks, including heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. On the flip side, quality sleep supports healthy aging across the board. It helps regulate appetite, boosts memory, lowers inflammation, and even contributes to emotional balance. Want to check how your sleep is doing? Ask yourself, do you fall asleep within 20-30 minutes of lying down? Do you stay asleep most of the night? Do you wake up naturally without an alarm and feel alert? If your answers are mostly yes, that's a great sign. If not, know that sleep patterns can be improved at any age. Start with small lifestyle tweaks. Avoid caffeine late in the day. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, and avoid late-night screen time. Even gentle evening walks or meditative breathing before bed can make a difference. Waking up well-rested doesn't just help you feel good. It prepares you to move, think, and engage fully with your day. That sense of readiness is a reflection of deep inner wellness. So if you wake up in the morning with energy, clarity, and purpose, take it as a silent but powerful message from your body. I'm working well. Let's keep going. As we wrap up, take a quiet moment to reflect. How many of these 8 signs apply to you? If even a few of them feel familiar, you're doing better than you might think. These aren't just abilities. They're indicators that your body and mind are still functioning at a high level. You're not just aging, you're thriving. Maintaining strength, balance, mobility, mental clarity, and good sleep into your 60s, 70s, and beyond is a true achievement. And while many people assume that aging brings inevitable decline, your daily actions tell a different story. A story of resilience, care, and long-term health. Even if there are areas where you'd like to improve, maybe walking a bit faster, sleeping more deeply, or getting stronger, you haven't missed your window. Change is always possible. With small, consistent effort, your body can adapt, grow stronger, and keep supporting the life you want to live. So what now? We encourage you to choose just one area to focus on this week. Maybe it's practicing balance while brushing your teeth, or adding a 10-minute walk to your routine. Whatever it is, start small. Start today, and know that each step brings you closer to a longer, more independent, and more joyful life. We'd love to hear from you. Which sign surprised you the most? What's one thing you're going to try this week? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We read every one, and they truly inspire us to keep going. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this encouragement too. Thank you for watching, and here's to a vibrant, healthy future.